So my daughter sent me a picture of a tape that ended up in her collection, and it's a tape that I made probably in the early 90s, I figure by looking at it, probably around 90, 91, 92. It started my used record store then, and all these were taped off of records, but most of them have been replaced now by CDs. So Guns N' Roses hasn't yet, but I think I'll get Appetite for Destruction on CD someday when I come across it. Blue Oyster Cult, I've been getting back into my collection. Butthole Surfers, Mott the Hoople, The Cult, The Stooges, Alice in Chains, King Crimson, Pierre Ubu, Bowie. A couple of Bowie albums I got back, classic ones, early 70s. Alice Cooper, the first four, my favorites. Faith No More, Black Sabbath, I got about 5 albums by them. Soundgarden, I don't think I got anything on CD yet back on them. Sonic Youth, I do, I still have my records. Jane's Addiction, I've been looking for on CD, but quite expensive to get the early Jane's Addiction. New York Dolls, I still have. Black Flag, now I wish I had this album, My War. And I got rid of the album years ago, which I shouldn't, of course, and the CD is like crazy price. MC5, Eddie and the Hot Rods, I had on record, but I haven't seen that on CD. Dead Kennedys, I still have. Dream Syndicate, of course, one of my favorites. So that kind of sums up. I made the tapes. Oh, I made tons of them. These mixed tapes, and they were for the car because at the time we had no CD player. We never got a CD player in the car till around in the 2010s, roughly, and I wore it out quite quickly. So most of these tapes are gone, and somehow this one survived and ended up in my daughter's collection, which is kind of neat. So just a way to look back on some of the stuff I was listening to in the early 90s.